From 4 crazy kids. Happy
Eid Adha
to everybody. كل سنة وانتم طيبين. عيد أضحى جميل عليكم جميعا.
Hope you all are having the best wishes and the best Eid ever.
كل سنة وانتم طيبين جميعا.
كل سنة وانتم طيبين من 4 crazy kids. Everyone, welcome back to 4 crazy kids. Happy Eid to everyone who's celebrating today. Eid Mubarak to everyone. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy. Chef Haneen is in the kitchen today. And today, for Eid Adha, we're going to be making fata with lamb. Helpful tip before we start. If you want to know which meat is better to cook, we have lamb shoulder and we also have lamb thigh. Lamb thigh has a lot of meat, just takes a little bit longer. Lamb shoulder has a lot of bones and it takes less time. اهلا بيكم في 4 crazy kids. شيف حنين هنا عندكم النهارده. عيد أضحى مبارك عليكم كلكم. عيد سعيد عليكم كلكم ان شاء الله. يا رب تكونوا كلكم بخير. النهارده هنعمل فتة الفطار بتاع العيد، عيد الأضحى. لو عايزين تعرفوا انه لحمة احسن الاستخدام، عندنا كتف الخروف والفخدة بتاعة الخروف. الفخدة بتاعة الخروف عندها لحمة اكتر وبتاخد بس وقت اكبر شوية، والكتف بتاع الخروف عنده عظم كتير بس طعمه حلو وبياخد اقل سوا. So let's get started and let's start making this recipe. تعالوا معنا ونبدأ الحلقة بتاعتنا النهاردة. Let's go! ingredients for feta lamb meat. تعالوا نشوف المكونات اللي هنستخدمها لفتة لحمة الضاني. Right here we have lamb shoulder. هنا عندنا كتف الخروف. We have 3 cups of rice. Every 1 cup of rice has 1 cup of sugar. 1 cup of water. عندنا 3 كوبايات رز. كل كوباية رز عليها كوباية مية. We have bread cut into cubes. عندنا عيش متقطع مربعات. We have butter. عندنا زبدة. Here we have 3 onions, 1 tomato, bay leaves, salt, black pepper, mastic gum, green cardamom. هنا عندنا 3 بصلات، طماطماية، ورق لورا، مستكه، ملح وفلفل وحبهان. Here we have لحمة شمري متقطعة رفيعه. We have beef stir fry cut into little slices. Now let's see our ingredients for our garlic sauce and our tomato sauce. تعالوا نشوف المكونات بتاعت صوص الخل بالثوم والصلصة. Here we have minced garlic. عندنا ثوم مفروم. We have oil. عندنا زيت. We have صلصة. عندنا صلصة. We have vinegar. عندنا خل. Here we have ground cardamom. هنا عندنا كزبرة ناشفة. We have butter. عندنا سمنة. And we have tomato juice. عندنا عصير الطماطم. Let's start and make our delicious meat. تعالوا معنا نبدأ نعمل اللحمة بتاعتنا. Let's go with lamb shoulders. تعالوا نبدأ نعمل الكتف بتاع الخروف. Let's go. Now let's start working on our meat. تعالوا معنا نبدأ ونشتغل على اللحمة بتاعتنا. So we're going to put in our butter. نحط السمنة. And we're going to put our oil. ونحط الزيت. going to add the onions, البصل, الطماطم, the tomatoes, ورق اللورا, bay leaves, the mastic gum, المستكه, الملح والفلفل, salt and pepper, and the green cardamom, حبهان. So let's add them. And we're going to stir them until they turn a darker brown. My mom is behind the camera for adult supervision, especially because I'm near the hot oven, so it's always to be safe. Make sure to have an adult be with you if you're a kid. It's very safe to be safe. It's very important. Make sure. And قلبهم لغاية ما يتحمروا. We're going to stir until they turn a darker brown. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. If you're not yet subscribed and you haven't joined 4 Crazy Kids, make sure you do that. I hope everyone is having a great Eid. يا رب كلكم تكونوا عندكم عيد سعيد عليكم كلكم. Make sure to wish all your family and friends a happy Eid as well. Now that all our stuff have been caramelized and the mastic gum has given it a very, very brilliant taste, دلوقتي الحلة بتاعتنا اتحمرت والمستيكة اديتها ريحة حلوة جدا. المستكة اديتها ريحة حلوة جدا. We're going to add our meat. And my hands are clean before. Very, very clean. دلوقتي هنزود عليهم اللحمة. ايدي مغسولة كويس جدا جدا جدا. So let's add our meat. You can see over here looks perfect. Now we're going to add our meat. One at a time. Be very, very careful. Also, make sure you have adult supervision. Keep your parents with you or your guardian. We're going to put our meat and then we're going to stir it a little bit until it gets a brilliant color. And then we're going to add our water. نحط اللحمة بتاعتنا وهنقلبوها لغاية ما تاخد لون بعد كده هنزود عليها المية. We're going to keep adding our meat. Now we're going to let our meat get a brighter color, a better color than it is right now. We're going to let it sit and then we're going to add our water. And while we're waiting, we're going to move to our beef stir fry. Before we go, make sure you give it a big thumbs up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. هنستنى لغاية ما اللحمة بتاعتنا تاخد لون حلو وقبل ما احنا نستني هنروح نعمل اللحمة الشمري بتاعتنا. بس قبل ما نروح اعملوا big like كده في 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make sure you like that button. Now we're going to cover it. Going to work on our beef stir fry. Now let's work on our beef stir fry. تعالوا معانا نعمل اللحمة الشمري بتاعتنا. So first things first, we're going to add our butter. أول حاجة هنحط السمنة بتاعتنا. And now we're going to add our meat. نحط اللحمة. And we're going to add our salt and pepper. وهنحط الملح والفلفل. We're going to mix them together. Like so. What do you think of today's video? Also, make sure you write in those comments. We want those comments to increase. I don't think a lot of people are writing in those comments. Make sure you comment. Make sure. Anywhere in the video you can pause, then go comment. ما تنسوش تعملوا كومنتات تحت في الفيديو. تقدروا في أي حتة في الفيديو تعملوا pause. روحوا تكتبوا كومنتات بترجع لكم. احنا على طول مستنيكم. Now we're going to wait for our beef stir fry to give it a nice color and we're going to cover it up. دلوقتي هنسيب اللحمة الشمبري بتاعتنا تقعد لغاية ما تاخد لون حلو. Now we're going to cover it up. While those are cooking, we're going to put our bread with our butter into the oven so it gets a nice color and it gets toasted. دلوقتي هندخل العيش بتاعنا على الزبدة الفرن عشان ياخد لون حلو ويتحمر. Let's put it in the oven and while we're waiting for these to cook, we'll be back. And while you're waiting, make sure to like, subscribe, share, write in those comments. You have the opportunity right now to write in those comments. قبل ما نستنى قبل ما انتوا تستنوا برضو اعملوا لايك اعملوا سبسكرايب اعملوا شير وعندكم فرصة تعملوا كومنتات دلوقتي عقبال ما نستنى. Let's go put this in the oven and we'll be back. Now that our meat has given a really good color and it smells so good, I wish everyone could smell this. دلوقتي اللحمة بتاعتنا خدت اللون الصح، ريحتها حلوة جدا. أنا بتمنى إن انتوا كلكم تشموا ريحتها. Now we're going to put in our water. دلوقتي هنزود عليها المية. Carefully and slowly. And this is going to give it that nice soup that we need to make this the best feta ever. كده هنخليها لما تيجي تخلص هتعمل احسن شوربه عشان تعمل دي احلى فته في الدنيا. هتبقى اسمها فته حنين، تبقى احلى فته في الدنيا. Going to let this cook هنسيبها تستوي and we'll be back. And while we're waiting, we're going to work on our two sauces, the vinegar and garlic sauce and the vinegar, garlic and tomato sauce. قبل ما تستوي هنروح نشتغل على الصوصين بتاعنا النهارده. هنشتغل على بتاع الثوم والخل وهنعمل بتاع الثوم الخل والصلصة. So let's start. Let's cover it up first. Don't forget that because we need all that yummy soup to stay contained inside. Let's go. Get started and make our first sauce, our garlic and our vinegar sauce. تعالوا مع نبدأ نعمل أول صوص عندنا صوص بتاع الخل والثوم. So first thing first, here we have some butter and we're going to add 2 spoons of garlic. هنا عندنا سمنة ونحطه معلقتين ثوم. There's one. You hear that nice sizzle, that's what you want to hear to know it's really hot. And another one. And we're going to mix it until it turns a gold, like the color gold. You don't want it to turn brown because if it turns brown, it's going to be bitter. And it's not going to give that nice and delicious flavor to our feta. هنا عندنا حطينا الثوم وهنقلبه لغايه ما يبقى لونه جولد كده. مش عايزينه يبقى بني عشان لو سيبناه بني هيبقى مور. فاحنا مش عايزينه كده عشان يدي الفته الطعم الحلو، يبقى الفته عندنا حلوه جدا. We're going to keep mixing until it turns a golden brown. The smell, just smelling the garlic and the butter gives that nice smell. وانتي بتقلبي كده ريحة الثوم والسمنة بيدوها ريحة حلوة جدا. I wish that you guys can really smell this. They need to come up with something called smell-o-vision so everyone at home can smell what we're making. Now that our garlic turned a golden brown, دلوقتي الثوم بتاعنا بقى لونه gold. هنحط عليه الخل. We're going to add the vinegar. And now we're going to turn off the fire. هنطفي على النار. And while we wait, we're gonna work on our second sauce. And you can smell it smells so yummy and delicious. Let's go on and work on our second sauce. But before we go, make sure you like, subscribe, share, and write in those comments. Make sure don't forget to do any of those 4. Now let's work on our second sauce. تعالى معانا نعمل الصوص التاني بتاعنا. So here we're going to add 2 spoons of garlic. هنحطه معلقتين ثوم. Another one. And we're going to mix it until it turns a golden brown. Now, the difference between that sauce and this sauce is that after this turns a golden brown, we're going to add our salsa and our tomato juice and our ground coriander, making it our tomato sauce for our feta. الاختلاف من ده ومن ده هو اللي بعد ما ده يبقى gold هنزود عليه الصلصة، عصير الطماطم والكزبرة. خليه الصوص الطماطم بتاع الفتة بتاعتنا. So let's just keep mixing until it turns a beautiful gold. Here's our first type of meat. Here's our second type of meat. You can see that it's steaming. We're going to keep mixing until it turns a gold. نبدأ نقلب لغاية ما يبقى gold. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And also write in the comments what you think of this recipe. 1, 2, if you tried it, and how is your Eid going? And tell us if you're doing any new adventures and if you're doing any new on YouTube. Don't forget, on YouTube, not on anything else. YouTube, that's what we need. Make sure you go on YouTube. Now that our garlic is golden, is the color gold, دلوقتي الثوم بتاعنا بقى لونه gold. We're going to add our tomato juice. هنحط عليه عصير الطماطم. Like this. ما تنسوش تعملوا اشتراك في القناة، اعملوا لايك، فعلوا الجرس واكتبوا تحت في الكومنتات ايه رأيكم في الحلقة بتاعتنا لو جربتوها، وبرضو ايه اللي انتوا بتعملوه في ايام العيد. حط الصلصة. And now we're going to add our ground coriander. هنزود عليه كزبرة. نحط معلقة كزبرة. We're going to put a spoon of coriander. Now we're going to mix it. Like so. Just keep mixing until it's all the flavors go together. تفضلوا تقلبوا لغاية ما كل حاجة تتجمع مع بعضها وتبقى one sauce. عيد مبارك to everyone. كل سنة وانتم طيبين جميعا، وإن شاء الله يكون عيد سعيد علينا جميعا. إن شاء الله كل حاجة تكون حلوة وكلنا نكون فرحانين.
كل سنة وانتم طيبين وكل حبايبكم طيبين. تنعاد عليكم يا رب الأيام بالخير واليمن والبركات، وتكون بصحة وسلامة، وإن شاء الله كل اللي احنا فيه ده بإذن الله الوباء ده يروح، والناس كلها تبقى كويسة بإذن واحد أحد إن شاء الله.
Hopefully of this holiday everything will go away and everything will come back to normal and be much better than before. So hopefully this is the holiday of the time. And we're going to cover it like so. And now our two sauces are all done. Here's our garlic and vinegar sauce, and here is our tomato sauce. Now we're going to let it marinate together and come very thick. دلوقتي هنسيبها نتسبك. And now we're going to go work on our rice. دلوقتي هنروح نشتغل على الرز. We'll be back. Now that our tomato sauce is all done, we're going to be adding our vinegar. دلوقتي الصوص بتاعنا بتاع الطماطم متسبك وهنزود عليه الخل. We're going to add some vinegar. And we're going to turn off the fire. وهنطفي النار. And we're going to cover it. And now let's work on our rice. دلوقتي هنروح نعمل الرز بتاعنا. So right here we have our pot. We're going to add our butter. هنزود عليه السمنة. And we're going to add our Mastic Gum. وهنزود المستكه. فصين المستكه. And we're going to mix them until they dissolve. وهنقلبهم لغاية ما يدوب. Make sure you like big like. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't joined 4 Crazy Kids. Make sure to write in the comments. Make sure you write in those comments. Don't forget, it's very important to write those comments on YouTube so I know what other things that you want to see, if you have any advice. And how's everything going? How is your Eid going and everything? اشتركوا في القناة، فعلوا الجرس، اكتبوا تحت في الكومنتات ايه رأيكم في اللي احنا بنعمله، واكتبوا على اليوتيوب ما تنسوش. And now we're going to add our rice. دلوقتي هنزود الرز. Very carefully. Now we're going to keep stirring until it gets a color. هنبدأ نقلب لغاية ما يجي عليه لون. You can see here our meat is done right here. Yummy. دلوقتي هنا عندنا اللحمة خلصت. هنا برضو خلصت. والصلصة بتاعتنا برضو خلصت. We're going to keep mixing until it gets a color. نبدأ نقلب لغاية ما ياخد لون. So everything is all mixed together. Hey, did you subscribe yet? Did you join 4 Crazy Kids? اشتركتوا في القناة وبقيتوا من 4 Crazy Kids؟ لو لأ روحوا subscribe. مستنيين ايه؟ And make sure to watch all of our other videos if this is your first video. We post every Saturday and Tuesday, so make sure you check them out. اشتركتوا في القناة؟ لو لسه روحوا اشتركوا. لو ما شفتوش كل الفيديوهات اللي احنا عملناها روحوا شوفوها بعد الفيديو ده. وبرضو استنونا كل سبت وتلات هنعمل بوست فيديو كل مرة. Don't forget to check them out. متنسوش تشوفوهم. I'm going to keep mixing. Now that our rice has given a color, we're going to add our water. دلوقتي الرز بتاعنا خد لون وهنزود عليه المية. Very carefully. And because this is hot water, my mom is doing this for me so I don't get hurt. we're going to add 3 cups of water since we're using 3 cups of rice. هنزود عليه 3 كوبايات مية عشان بنستخدم 3 كوبايات رز. Make sure you like, give it a big like. Like. Here you can see. And we're going to add our final cup of water. Make sure you tell us in the comments what you think of this video. ما تنسوش تحت في الكومنتات تكتبوا لنا ايه رأيكم في الفيديو. Now we're going to mix. And we're going to add our salt. وهنزود الملح. Like so. And we're going to mix it together. Like so. Very gently so that we don't have any spills or rajas. Now we're going to cover it. We're going to cover it and we're going to let it cook. وهنسيبه يستوي and we'll be back after everything is all done. استنونا ما تروحوش في أي حتة. We'll be back.
اول ما يبدأ يغلي هنوطي النار ونسيبه بقى يستوي.
Once it starts boiling, we're going to turn off the fire and we're going to lower the fire and let it cook. See you then. Happy Eid to everyone! كل سنة وانتم طيبين جميعا. يا رب يكون عيد سعيد عليكم جميعا. Now everything is all done. Let's كل حاجة عندنا خلصت. Here we have our toasted bread. هنا عندنا العيش. Right here we have our vinegar and our garlic. هنا عندنا الثوم والخل. Right here we have our rice. هنا عندنا الرز. Right here we have our soup and our meat. As you can see, the color of the soup looks so good and our meat is all done. هنا عندنا شوربة باللحمه. شوربة عندنا اللون بتاعها صح ولا حاجة صح. هنا عندنا الخل والصلصة. Now, just one more step and then we can put everything together. We're going to wet our bread. هنبله العيش. So first we're going to take our soup. أول حاجة هناخد الشوربة بتاعتنا. Like so. We're going to put it on our bread. Chef here. I'm a professional chef. And now we're going to put our garlic. We're going to put 1 spoon so it gives it a little bit of more nice flavor. I'm going to put هنحط شوية توم عشان يدي طعم. Now we're going to put everything together. Now right here we have wet our bread, we have our soup and our garlic and vinegar. هنا عندنا العيش البل. في هنا عليه الشوربة والخل والثوم. دلوقتي هنحط كل حاجة مع بعض. Let's see how we're going to put everything together. Right here we have a pan that is very shapy and it has a very nice design, so it gives our food a very nice design, and we have covered it with cooking spray so nothing sticks. هنا عندنا الطاسة دي عشان تدي للأكل بتاعنا شكل حلو ورشينا عليه شوية زيت عشان الحاجة ما تلزقش. Let's get started. First we're going to take our rice. أول حاجة ناخد الرز. This. I'm gonna put it here. Now we have our rice here and we put some black pepper because we like some spicy food. Whether it's black pepper, hot sauce, anything. دلوقتي هنا عندنا رز وحطينا عليه فلفل اسود عشان يديله طعم احلى. And now we're going to add some of our vinegar and garlic. هنزود عليه شوية توم وخل. Like that. Now we're going to add our bread. دلوقتي هنحط العيش بتاعنا. Going to take some عيش. Going to take some bread. Going to put. Now that we put our bread, as you can see over here, we're going to add some of our beef stir fry that we did together. دلوقتي احنا حطينا العيش وهنحط اللحمه الشمري اللي احنا عملناها مع بعض. So let's put it together. Right here you see it's perfect, just the right color. That. Now that we put our beef stir fry, دلوقتي احنا حطينا اللحمة الشمبري بتاعتنا. هنحط طبقة كمان من الرز. We're going to put one more layer of rice. To make this the finished touch, make this the best thing ever. Like this. Now that we finished all our layers, دلوقتي احنا خلصنا كل الطبقات بتاعتنا. But we still have one more thing that we're gonna do. But you can't see what it is. We'll be back when it's all done. نروح نعمل حاجة واحنا كمان فاضلة وهنرجع لكم تاني. We'll see you then. Make sure you like, subscribe and share. And write in those comments what you think of this video. اشتركوا في القناة، اعملوا لايك كبير كده، واكتبوا تحت في الكومنتات ايه رأيكم في الحلقة بتاعتنا النهاردة. Let's go! Here is our final presentation for our food. Right here we have two amazing plates of food that we made together. هنا آخر حاجة بتاع الأكل بتاعنا. كل الأكل ده احنا عملناه مع بعض. I hope you guys enjoyed today's food and today's video. رب يكون عجبكم الفيديو بتاع النهاردة والأكل اللي احنا عملناه. عيد سعيد عليكم كلكم إن شاء الله، على كل الناس حواليكم. Happy Eid for everyone around you, for you yourself. Hope everyone is staying safe and healthy. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and write on those comments what you think of today's video, if you tried the recipe, and one more special question. Make sure in the comments to tell us, guess what we'll be making next week? Will it be a food, a dessert, or some juice? اشتركوا في القناة، دوسوا على الجرس، اعملوا لايك، اعملوا شير، واكتبوا تحت في الكومنتات ايه رأيكم في الحلقة بتاعتنا النهاردة. لو جربتوها سؤال كمان، انتوا خمنوا احنا هنعمل ايه الاسبوع الجاي. هنعملوا اكله ولا هنعملوا حلويات ولا هنعملوا عصير. And we'll see you next time on 4 Crazy Kids. Chef Haneen is going. Bye. Bye everyone. Happy Eid! Here's our sheep. Bye! Hope you enjoyed today's video.